What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, today, I'm actually going to make a quick video. Man, I'm going to talk about where I think the next, I don't want to say bull market coming in. That might be the thumbnail, might be the title. The next bullish move. I think there's going to be money on the side coming back into the market. As far as sector rotation, they might pull out a tech. I'm not entirely sold on that one, but I do think there's some money on the side ready to be allocated to the right stuff. And you can see here we have the Russell, right? And you can see we just broke above the kind of like the all-time highs, the Rona crash, right here. Now we kind of went sideways, right? So we sold off. We're finally just back up above water. Now look at as far as where money's being put, where things are being bought. Right, we got the Russell just now barely breaking up, and then we got tech. Right, here's the Rona crash. Boom, we soar up. You know where that money was spent, but I don't think we're gonna get quite the sector rotation a lot of people do think, because the Rona was the perfect thing to wake up tech, and everybody finally realizes the potential and what it could be. I think as far as phase 3 of this stuff goes, like there was the bull market before, we had the Rona crash, we had 2020. I don't think we're going to go back. I think we're going to go up. That's why I'm calling it like the next phase, if you want to call it that. So I do think tech will still do well. There's still a lot of growth in there. I think we're just now tapping that. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know I've been talking about leaving the BlackBerry and going to the iPhone. That's the boom we're about to make, right? In the beginning, everyone said no. Like, in fact, Sprint put all their money towards the walkie-talkie, so the iPhone will never take off, which is why AT&T had it first. Clearly, that was wrong. Everybody adapted it. Everybody loved it. It was new. It was different. And people don't like change, but I think we're going through some change. Back to the IWM, I think this is where the money is going to happen. Now, we already saw it spike up. We got the vaccine news, right? It was 90% effective. They got to finish the results, but we saw that spike. Now it bled instantly right back off. Now, something I've been talking about is a sell-off in this exact market. And this weekend, we got some shutdown news. There's the, are we going to shut down? Are we not? Things are spiking up. There's the BS news I don't care about, and then there's economic news. Like, if we do shut down, some of these small-cap companies are going to be in trouble. Now the reason this hasn't sold off quite like you would think is this still has tickers like Sunrun and Plug, right? So if we look at these, Plug just screaming up, Sunrun, Solar, another one, just moving on up. Like we can see it bouncing around right now, but compared to here's the Rona crash that held up the IWM. Right, and then we got other things like these are the top two I'm actually looking at are CZR. Caesar. Now there's the Rona crash. We're kind of getting back up there. You can see we actually looks almost identical to the Russell. Now this is one of the top weighted ones inside the Russell. The Russell has a lot in it. I think this is the second weighted one, which is still like 0.5% weighting. And not like tech where we have Apple, you know, and just Apple and Amazon alone make up 25% of it. You know, this won't be led by one or two. But I like this. I'm waiting for a sell-off here. The big thing though, XLF. XLF is probably what's holding it down the most. The financials. This is a 21.5% of the IWM, right? So, and that's what I'm keeping an eye on. I think these, if we sell off, if we do shut down, we're going to just get one more dip by. That's what I'm looking for. As far as the XLF, I don't know if we get completely destroyed. Now, I'm planning on a sell-off. I don't know if it's going to be a complete annihilation, cash grab like we saw before, or if we're going to see this. I'm going to take that day by day. But what I'm telling you guys, watch out for this exact move. A sell-off, an excuse. There's going to be shutdown news. There could be actual trouble. It doesn't need to be just an excuse. We're going to see these get red. They're going to get smoked. Leave solar out of it, right? So IWM could be a good indicator, but because IWM has such a broad spectrum, some other things might be holding it up. It won't give it away quite like the QQQ and Amazon, how they kind of correlate together. So the top two I'm actually looking for when I see this sell-off. I'm hoping the Rona scare comes back a little bit. We get some of that uncertainty. It's all we need. It sells off. The top two I'm looking at are CZR. I'm looking for a dip inside here. Caesar. And then we got MGM. Same thing. See how both these haven't quite made it? I think once that uncertainty's out of there, right? They don't go out of business. I don't think they will, but nonetheless, a lot of uncertainty. That's why there hasn't been the hype to get back into this. We still don't know. So I think these two are going to be where it's at. Now, I already like Penn, but Pin is also one of the ones holding up the IWM, right? Pin's also in there, one of the top weighted ones. As far as like in the top 10, CZR, Plug, Run, Pin, although those 4 are just in the top 10 of the IWM. So I do like this one. I'm super bullish on this one once they get into that space. I think next year this is going to do really well. But what I'm looking for is when I say like the next move, the next bull market, I'm looking for a drop off in CZR and MGM. When I see that sell off, I'm going to see some panic. I want to see it slow down. When that momentum slows down, that's where I'm looking to buy. Both of these kind of look like they're trending up, maybe even possibly, I don't want to say breaking out, but if we were to just look at this little, we got a little drop, base drop right here, kind of hanging out over here. We see some struggle. I don't think this is it. I think they got one more sell-off, one more good sell-off in them. At that point, I think these two are going to recover very well once we open back up and kind of, I don't want to call it get back to normal, but you know, when we get back to that next stage, I do think these two are going to have something to offer. So I want to kind of focus on things outside of tech. You guys know I'm very big in tech. I have a lot of positions in tech, which is, well, paid out very well. But right now, if we're going to spot the next move, we're going to adapt to the next market. I think it's going to be in the IWM. I think I want to look out for these tickers inside. So let me know in the comments down below, guys. What do you think? If you like what I do here, hit that subscribe button. And again, let me know. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I go live 1 hour after futures open. We're going to watch the futures, talk about it, see how much this shutdown news or any of that has correlated to the futures. And we'll see what the week's going to look like. So I'll see you there.